Shorthand English, higher 120 words per minute. Speed number 1. If these different processes do not produce a settlement of the dispute, the parties may be left to take direct action. The suggestion that an unresolved dispute may be left ultimately to be settled by a strike or lockout need not cause any real apprehension. A desire to avoid the substantial loss due to production stoppage, including the risk involved in the strike, constitutes the most effective inducement ever devised for compromise and agreement around the conference table. Each party has a strong self-interest in arriving at a settlement, even though many concessions have to be made. However, it must be distinctly understood that collective bargaining and mutual negotiations should be given full scope at every stage of the dispute or a threatened dispute. The different processes that have been outlined just now are intended to bring the parties together to emphasize the spirit of agreement and goodwill rather than magnify the differences. All these will help to create public opinion in favor of a peaceful settlement of a dispute and bring the erring parties to reason. While these measures are intended for peaceful times, the government can always have recourse to emergency regulations when there is threat to law and order, or that a strike or lockout would result in irredeemable consequences to the community. The government has inherent powers to tackle emergencies as and when they arise. Ultimately, public opinion would play a decisive role in inducing the parties to honor the findings and accept the decisions of these bodies. If the foundation of such a machinery as has been described just now is laid on a sound basis and in right earnest, this would pave the way for the complete realization of industrial democracy in the country. My philosophy of labor has been evolved through my direct negotiations with the employers, whose viewpoint I always tried to understand and appreciate. I may recall an incident which has left an indelible imprint on my mind even today, not only in dealing with problems connected with labor management, but in any issue connected with one's practical life. Sir, the fishing industry has not received whatever assistance it deserves from the government of India, in spite of the fact that the estimated population which consumes the fish is 56% of the total population of this country. We have got very large scope for improving this industry in view of the fact that there is also an estimated growth of 0.6% of fish eaters in this country annually. The per capita consumption has also been estimated at 3.2 kilograms per annum in India. I quote all these figures in order to prevail upon the Honorable Minister in charge of this ministry that the government should change its attitudes towards the development of the fishing industry. In 1980-81, the export was to the tune of 75,000 tons, valued at rupees 234 crores, whereas in 1989-90 it has increased to 1 lakh tons, valued at rupees 634 crores.